That's random. All
I'll
right.
need to. I need to rent Splatoon 2 again so I can try to do the single player because I didn't play enough of that single player.
I just wanted to know what happened to Callie, and then
Or eventually buy it.
yeah.
Oh, that's. Have you not just watched it on? Because I've
Oh
watched
yeah.
the single. I've watched
I
the single player.
same here.
Like
I've
I know what
watched.
happened.
Yeah, there really wasn't much single player per se. Like it was just
That
like
was
a
before I had a Switch.
yeah. Like there was a bunch of like in between levels you played, which are fun. Don't get me wrong, but like I wanted to know what happened to my girl Callie, so I just went straight to like what happened, and I found out. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, my girl's fine. Yeah, she didn't turn evil. Well, yeah,
Not by her own free will.
yeah.
I just saw just scrolling down Facebook, and apparently this week or this weekend or first week, I don't know how you want to put that. Coco outsells Justice League.
I'm not surprised. I'm really
Yeah.
not. I'm not surprised. I think both movies are cool. I like them both, but I think Coco is far better than. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's better than Justice League. I mean, just
See, like I'm, yeah, I think, I mean, hands down, Coco's just like if we're talking about quality of film and whatnot. But
yeah,
even though they're drastically different styles of film, like not just animation wise, even though the animation in Justice League is pretty bad. Um,
yeah.
but like the way the story is told, how much fun it is, how much I feel towards everything that's going on, yada yada. So
For sure. Let me put some music on because
um,
I forgot to do that.
it's funny you say that, Valer, because I'm totally not that kind of guy. Like I will play a game, and then once I'm done with the story, like on easy, I'm done. Like that's just how I play my games. If I spend a lot of time in a game, it's because it has a multiplayer. Uh, it's super rare that I'll try to 100% it. I did try to 100% the Division, but there was two reasons behind that. Reason one was I was basically stuck in North Carolina when it came out, and it was the only thing I could play, or the only thing I wanted to play that made me feel good. So I almost 100% of that game before I left, and then didn't. Uh, but oh.
I'm about to go and get some more water in a minute, so
Yeah.
you'll be alone for a chat for a little bit.
So guys, is there anything that happened this last week that or even Anthony, if you have something that you could, but anything happened this past week that we didn't touch on in the podcast that you'd like us to kind of discuss?
Man, I have to look again. I'll do it
When
in
you
a
mentioned
second.
Destiny, by the way, I thought you were going to talk about the controversy with the bright engrams and the progression past 20.
Oh, that was already addressed, or well, we talked about it the prior
Did we
week.
talk about it last week?
That was
Okay.
that was yeah. We talked about it already.
Well, I thought that's because I knew that they delayed the stream, but I thought that's why they did it. I didn't know there was other things on top.
I guess so. Yeah, we talked about it already. They know they got caught, pretty much, and they
Oh, got caught.
yeah. Well,
I mean, caught.
yeah, they knew, but people.
I already knew about it. Like I said, like I noticed that I wasn't getting levels as quickly post 20. Like I
Yeah.
noticed it. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm. Give me a
Like
second.
it's cosmetic shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, give me a second here. Talk to the chat. I need to focus on
Okay.
this out.
Actually, one of my prouder 100% was, and I mean technically this is in achievements, was Portal 2, where one of the achievements was the hardest one to get. And basically the way that I did it was I just had a split screen situation with the co-op, but there was one that was start a game of Portal 2 co-op with 5 different people. So I created 5 different email accounts to make 5 different Xbox Live accounts to do that. And then of course got I put them on a different Xbox and it was a whole thing. But I got it all 1,000 point achievements.
So. Right.
Ooh!
we
We didn't talk about that, Anthony. What Valer just said.
What's up?
That Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that they're going to be there. It's obvious that they're going to. I don't like. I'm not sure what we're supposed to talk about regarding that, because like it's like, okay, they're gonna be there. It's like it's obviously gonna show another trailer for their game.
They might show more than just the trailer. We'll see. We'll see.
Are you
Are
saying they're gonna show off a?
They might show a gameplay demo. They might.
Okay, well, gameplay demo. I'll go as far as that. I was about to say, like, are you gonna go as far as like they're gonna show a release date for the game? Because I don't think they'll. I seriously, no.
Look, they've been in development for that game for so long, and recently Hideo Kojima's been posting a lot of fucking pictures on Twitter with him and the guy who's playing the villain in Death Stranding, which I can't remember that actor's name.
This is Kojima we're talking about. Even with Konami, it took a very long time for that game to come out, and how much he hinted at how many trailers have we seen.
I didn't say we're getting a release date. I just think that we're getting something. We're getting something that's not a new trailer.
I will go as far as say that there will be a new trailer, but it'll be a gameplay trailer. I'll go as far as that with you.
They just come out and they're just like, before 2020.
Yeah. It's going to be another love fest for Kojima. The question now becomes, how is he going to enter?
Mads Mikkelsen, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, like, what's going to happen this time for the Game Awards? Is he going to come down from the sky now when he gets introduced?
He just ascends like an angel or descends like an angel.
All right, guys. I need to get some more water, but
yeah, go get your water. I'm talking now.
Yeah, you talk to the chat.
I mean, I'm very excited about doing the award show this week. Like, it's going to be hilarious. Usually 9 times out of 10, I think the last one was actually pretty decent, but 9 times out of 10, the Game Awards show is just a train wreck, and I usually have jokes that just come up to the top of my head, and I always forget to put them in Twitter because I'm trying to watch it, and so you guys are going to get color commentary while watching. It's going to be fun. He gets what's that guy's name? Boy, the joke would work better if I could remember the announcer's name from WCW. Man. I have his name in my head, but I can't, or his face in my head, but I can't think of his name. No. He was, I almost said Chris Benoit, but that's not his name. It's not Chris Benoit. Not by a long shot. Fuck. Hold on. Okay, Google. Ring announcer, WCW. That's not helping. Let's try WCW Commissioner. I guess Professional Wrestling Authority figures might work. Nope. Still not the one I'm thinking of, Josh. Nope. We'll get there.
All right.
Do you have music playing at least? So it's not just silence? You can't hear me yet.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
I'm trying to remember the name of the guy during WCW Monday Night Nitro who was the authority figure, and he would come out to the ring, and at later points he had a little goatee, and I can't think of his name. He was a short guy. He was the lead. I don't know. I don't want to say the lead guy. Basically, the role that Kurt Angle plays now, or Triple H plays, is the role that he played. Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I would say like Eric Bischoff. Yeah, I was like, He didn't have a goatee. Did he have a goatee in?
At the very tail end, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, what about him?
I don't remember.
I come back. You talk about Eric Bischoff. I mean, all right, okay, WCW. All right, sure. I will say actually, I just saw a tweet about this that just went up actually. They announced or they finally unveiled what that teaser for the that Bandai Namco put out. They had like a teaser for something on a website with an egg and microwave, and people speculated it's going to be a new My Hero Academia game, which it like even some of the letters actually was from the website link could have spelled that out, and they just announced it. It went live. So it is. This is off of Shonen Games. My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying, Valer. Is that like?
Oh,
yeah,
I see what you're saying, Valer. Gotcha.
Boy, that was the longest like setup to a fucking dumb joke that I've ever had.
That's insane. So My Hero Academia's One's Justice official website is now up. Not much is built up yet, but the website provides character renders of Midoriya and how you pronounce it? Shigaki or Shigaragi? I want to assume the guy with the faces on his face, or the hands on his face.
Faces on his face.
The hands on his face. Expected to be trailer when Jump Festa begins next week. Which I forgot that's happening next week. Actually, I forgot about that. So it's a new.
Just saw your comment, Valer.
Huh?
Just saw Valer's comment.
Oh. So yeah, they actually showed some screenshots for this. I'm gonna put this in the link in the chat, but yeah, a game for My Hero Academia for those who are wanting.
Yeah, I saw that there was an announcement for a game, but I didn't know what it would be. Like, my buddy sent me a link, and he was like, so it's a good thing you just got a Switch. I was like, yeah, dude, yeah.
My guess is gonna be like one of those. Ironically, it's gonna be a Naruto fighting game, like how those were set up. I think it's the same type of thing, which is funny because My Hero Academia is just basically another version of what Naruto was.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I kind of mentioned that a while back that I was like, not like, and some people are calling it that, like the next like, hey, in about 4 years it'll be so large that it'll have a huge, powerful, loud fan base, but newcomers will be like,
no.
Which is why I'm telling people to watch it now.
Yeah.
Because it'll be the Bleach, One Piece, Naruto of anime. Like that. That's what it will do. It'll go that long.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I need to start watching it.
Because here's the thing, Anthony, is like the idea of the main character and all the other characters around him is they just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and you could just keep adding new villains that are stronger and stronger and stronger on top of that.
Yeah.
It can go. You can slowly age all the characters. So
yeah. So
we're gonna get My Hero Academia Shippuden, where he's now a teacher.
We're gonna see freaking like we're gonna see the ship wars begin. Have they already begun? With like who's gonna be with who and who's gonna get married and so forth. It was funny actually. Speaking of which, I saw an article about the writer of or the creator of Naruto, who was like when he decided to have Naruto and Hinata become a couple, and apparently when that happened, his wife was pissed at him. She was like, after everything that Sakura has done with Naruto, like you have them pair of Hinata. It's like I felt like. And like he like said like I felt this is how it probably should be like
she just shows up with divorce papers. Right,
it was funny too because people within the company that when they saw the announcement or saw what happened were also very mad as well. There were some like pissed off employees even too. So like it was I find that hilarious. But like we'll probably see like another ship battle thing or another type of those things with My Hero Academia. Not the fact that it already started already, but
yeah. Well, I think that's shipping's fine. Going like I want these two to be in a relationship is totally cool.
Yeah.
I find it very, very creepy to make porn of these characters. because they're not adults.
The internet doesn't care.
I understand that. I'm well aware of that. Hey Tumblr, what's up?
I know, right?
It's just my personal thing. Like I can't. I'm like, I really, really like Froppy. Please, I don't want to see her nude. I just don't.
Too late. It has already been done.
It's been way past too late.
Yes. Froppy is my favorite girl too in My Hero Academia.
It was really funny because like I was watching it for a while, and my buddy was like who's your favorite character? And I was like, I love Froppy. Like I kept talking about her, and I was like, she's awesome. Like I totally see the potential of her going this far. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. And then he sends me a link of like everybody loves Froppy. I was like, well, okay, well, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't get into the series as much. Well, I mean, I intend to watch the series anyways, but like when I saw pictures of her like on the internet, I was like, this girl is awesome. I'm definitely gonna, yeah, she is my fake waifu. I will say that was funny enough. Actually, speaking of anime, I recently actually gotten into Dragon Ball Super, because like I remember, didn't you used to go on watch Dragon Ball Super for a while, or are you still watching it?
I did when it was still new and like releasing every week in Japan, and then something happened and I fell off of it, and then like I was like, what episode they're on? It was like I was like 50 behind. I was like, all right, well.
So the reason why I'm getting back into it because of two reasons. One, I'm really excited for Dragon Ball FighterZ that's coming out next month, and I'm gonna be hosting an online tournament series for that on this Twitch channel, just like Soul Girls, and I'm gonna play the crap out of the game. And then secondly, I had a friend of mine who was on Twitter who was talking about who's really excited about Dragon Ball Super. And I remember like a few times when I was drunk talking to him, he told me like, yeah, Dragon Ball Super is really good. So I went and just kind of checked out this past week's episode, and then I'm like watching it. It's actually good. Like I like it. Like
talk to the chat for a minute. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. So yeah. I really like what they've been doing for Dragon Ball Super. Like I haven't went back and just watched like the past. What was it? I went back to like 5 episodes prior just to watch, because apparently there was like really epic fight between Goku and Kelpa, and it was, well, I haven't watched all of it yet, but like what I've seen so far, it's actually good. I like it. So I'm like kind of tempted to binge all of Super, but I don't want to do it because I feel like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, left behind per se, but like I feel like I would like I wouldn't get too tired of it or anything like that, but I'm just kind of going like episode by episode, sort of like, all right, so this would happen. Okay, so I'm really enjoying Super. I'm actually surprised because I at the beginning of it I felt like there was a lot. It was pretty rough at the start from what I've heard from people, but yeah, like it's good. I like it. So I haven't really watched much anime honestly. Like it's been so far Dragon Ball Super, and then I've watched the other anime, that season 2 of what was it? Hamaru. Yeah, no, I think it's the proper name. Hang on, I got the anime. Hang on, give me a second. Let me bring it up real quick. The anime that I'm talking about is, give me a second here. Anime. This is in, I believe, fall 2017. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh,
I'm talking about the animes I've been watching this season. Oh, Umaru. There we go. I'm watching Umaru. So that's everything I'm watching. I haven't really watched much anime recently, but it's kind of whenever I find time. It's been like Dragon Ball Super and Umaru, and then like maybe one other one. I think I might be picking up pretty soon. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super is actually really good. So it was a rough start from what I've heard, but yeah, definitely something cool to check out. I was gonna say though. So okay, I want to go back on the Kojima thing real quick. Like, I am wondering how much money are they giving Kojima to make this game? Because like the longer this goes, like Kojima is like enlisting some like high level actors into his game, to the point I'm like, how much money are they already throwing at him? Like this is like Unchained Kojima right now. Like at Konami, like they gave him a lot of money as it was, but like he was still like constrained to some degree. This is Unchained. Like Sony doesn't care. Like they'll give him like whatever he wants. So I'm kind of wondering how much money are they giving him? Because they have Del Toro, they got Matt Mikkelsen, they got Norman Reedus. So far,
How much money would you give Kojima?
if he was, man, if I depends how much money I have. If I was like if I was a company of Sony, and I had Kojima signed up for PlayStation to make the next game, I would give as much as weird as it sounds. I would give him just as much money as Sony is right now, which is weird, but like
$80. Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't. I think it's more than just that, Valera. I think that they know that not only are they getting their money back, but they know they're going to make a fuck ton after that. So
yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Sorry, guys.
3.50. All right, all right.
Yeah. So the internet has made Kojima an idol, if you will.
Yeah.
A can do no wrong, the Stan Lee of video games, if you
Pretty
will.
much, yeah. Pretty
So,
much.
like,
anything he'll crap out is gold.
yeah.
So, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts the fact that he just gets to do whatever he wants, and like people will eat the crap out of it no matter what.
It's nuts that we've hit a point in gaming where that's it's less that like he is the guy right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And more
That's true.
more to the point where like when you look at why he's the guy right now, that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like how did we get to a point where a publisher company had gotten to be such a bad guy that on top of the love and admiration we had for him, that added to it. Like that's nuts. So
It was funny too because I was talking to somebody at the event I went to in Concord about Konami and about Kojima. Gotta take your medicine. About Konami and about what happened back then and like that hey I really love Kojima and the game he makes, but I don't like Konami. And I told him like it was a situation where we all kind of faced back then to where like we bought the game, but like we did not support the company afterwards. Like it was definitely a rock and a hard place at that time for a lot of us.
That's why I said like you were you asked me about like in terms of EA and Star Wars, and you were like, if I buy Star Wars, am I supporting EA? And I was like, no, you're just telling EA that you like Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not. That's not where they were going to make their money. They were going to make their money off of microtransactions.
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
Nope, didn't happen. So yeah, Kojima is literally like a demigod in the game industry. So like, he can do no wrong. Anything he touches is gold. So, which then begs.
You know what's funny about that, Valera? So I watched an interview recently, and there's a connection here. So
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay.
I was recently watching Jimmy Kimmel with the cast of Star Wars, and there was a question given to Mark Hamill about when he played Luke, and he tells this story, and I've heard it before, where when they filmed it, the line that Vader says is, it was.
Luke, I'm
It
your
was
father.
no, he doesn't say Luke, I'm your. I'm trying to remember how he says it exactly, but the line of "No, I'm your father" was actually "No, he killed your father." So it was like, what did Obi-Wan tell you? He told me enough. He told me you killed him. In the in the filming, the guy who played Vader, what Mark Hamill heard, what the staff heard, was "No, he killed your father." And then Mark, the director, Ivan Kershner, and George were the only ones that knew the actual line was going to be changed to "No, I killed your I am your father." And there's a story where Mark talks about how people were trying to get out of him any information about Star Wars, about the new Star Wars, any information, and something had leaked where he saw the tabloid or news or not tabloid, but the newspaper or the magazine cover, and it said, Vader. It turns out that Obi-Wan killed Luke's father. Is what Mark Hamill read, and he was delighted that like there was a huge misdirection in the media. The reason I use this as an example is the headline that you just posted, Valera. I have to take with a huge grain of salt, or any headline like that. Mainly because of two reasons. Kojima is a very secretive guy.
Yeah.
And any information that gets out about that game will be denied tooth and nail. Or if nobody's denied that, then that's a misdirection.
Let me remind you, this is the same man who did a fake out, if you will, of Metal Gear Solid 5 when it was this entirely different studio that was so-called debuting their game at the Game Awards that was under a different name. What was it called? It was Blue Whale Studios or something along those lines. Which turns out to be actually Metal Gear Solid 5. They just hit it. It just hit it in the trailer. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I would absolutely hope so, Valera. I mean, you're a smart enough guy that I believe wholeheartedly that you would have doubted it. I just wanted to state it as a fact in the context of where I come from when I hear things like that. I think it would be very interesting to have a female character in a game that's made by Kojima. But this is the same guy who did, a character like Quiet or Meryl, where, look at what they are. He comes from a culture that is not like ours.
Yeah.
So it would be, if it did have a female character, there'd have to be Moby Dick Studio.
Gotcha. Thanks.
If there was a female character, it would have to be in a unique way. So I don't personally believe. I just don't see it being a female hero.
Yeah.
I love Kojima, but
yeah, Kojima still has those Japanese tie-ins still, as much as people may like it or not. But we'll see.
Maybe I'm absolutely incorrect, and I think that's. Realistically, like, I think telling a good story is more important.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it shouldn't matter what your hero looks like, as long as your hero's a hero.
Yeah. And who knows?
I mean, that's just me. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, like, Kojima might be grown with the times and may not hold those old ideologies to heart.
Well, it is also being co-written by Guillermo del Toro, so there's that.
That is true. That is very true.
And Guillermo del Toro is very adamant about having female heroes in his stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I remember hearing, I think it's for Hellboy 2, where like he emphasized that like Abe has there was a scene with Abe and one of the female characters in the water, and like he emphasized like he must have a nice ass.
Oh, that's not Abe. That's the new movie that he's making.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because it's the water creature having an ass.
Oh, that's great. So wait, is Del Toro working on this second on this remake?
On the new Hellboy?
Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
He has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. New director, which I find that's fine. I welcome however they envision Hellboy. So, but yeah.
Fishy sex scene.
Are we gonna have?
It's like if James fucked the giant peach.
Oh my God. Are we gonna see another well, it didn't show in theaters, but like, remember in the script, or what was supposed to happen in what was the movie called? The blue alien movie that came out years ago.
Avatar?
Yeah. Where like the main character and the female character was supposed to have sex to their tails, like, or their hair. Sorry, their hair was the thing that they were gonna do, and they didn't. It's gonna be that situation in the new Hellboy, where like they don't have sex physically, but they like have sex through like their hands or something like that.
I know that in Avatar, the one you're talking about, they don't have sex with their genitals.
Yeah.
They have sex with like their ponytails because their tentacles and whatnot to come out.
Yeah. Also, here's your random inappropriate tweet of the day. I just saw this on my Twitter timeline.
I can check it, but I might go silent for a minute.
Okay, well, yeah.
Because I wanted to.
I would pop it on stream, but
Oh,
I'm
oh, I can just do that. Oh my god.
yeah. Twitch is
Oh my
Twitch is
god.
very innovative these days. The dude just you guys slapped his ass and he went back like, hey, thanks for the slap. He's just like, hey. that's
Boop.
that,
Hey.
that's hey.
So yeah, Mario says the only reason I'm excited for that water movie with the fish man to come out is so I can reach maximum kink shaming abilities with all my freaks out there. With all your freaks out there. All y'all freaks.
That's great. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't put
I
this.
fucking love Mario. Like, I'm sure I've told you, Anthony, but I watch a lot of Rooster Teeth content, and she's fucking hilarious. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I forgot. I didn't put this in the show. I totally forgot about it. But like, as of today is the anniversary of the PlayStation coming out in Japan launch wise. It came out in December 3rd. Today, 1994.
Yeah, I've seen a few people post like their like a list of their favorite PS1 games.
So interesting enough, I brought up the list of games for the launch titles for each region because apparently they had like different launch titles or different launch games for the system. So in Japan, they had Crime Crackers, Tama, IV. I want to say that's A4 Evolution, Nikatsu Okaya Ridge Racer, Mojin Goku Sky, Atsushi, Mahjong Station, Mazen, and Gochu Paradista Deluxe Pack. Which again, I'm horrible pronouncing Japanese names, but those were the games that were announced. Then the U.S. launch games were, which it didn't launch in the U.S. until September 9th, 1995, like a year later. But the games with the launch title with that was Battle Arena to Shodan, ESPN Extreme Games, Keelik the DNA Imperative, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Power Serve 3D Tennis, Raiden Project, Rayman, Ridge Racer, Street Fighter the Movie, Total Eclipse Turbo. And then in Europe it was, which in launch was September 29th, for people in Europe, they only got 2 games. It was Wipeout and Ridge Racer. But to be fair, Wipeout's a good game. So, and also Ridge Racer to some degree, so it was not too bad. But yeah, I was like, man, I didn't really.
I still stand by the idea that there's not a whole lot of PS1 games that I think hold up.
You're not wrong.
Like I had fun with a lot of them, but
yeah, you're not wrong on that per se. Like when I think of the PS1, like there's definitely games that stood out. Like there's definitely games like the Metal Gears. Like I'll go as far as like the Final Fantasies, like before Square Enix was Square Enix, like Squaresoft back then. You had some awesome RPGs on that system and awesome just weird games on there too. But PS2 actually. I'm with you as far as like there isn't. When I'm thinking of PS1 games, you're also right as far as like there isn't a lot of memorable games that like hold up. And everybody's gonna have like their particular favorite PS1 game. For me, like, it was funny because like I had a PS1, but I didn't really get many games for it. I don't know why, but the games I did get for it, like one of the games is like one of my all-time favorite series actually is Oddworld. I actually still no, it's funny. So I still have the original Oddworld PS games, Oddworld 1 and 2, and I have the other ones as well. But like it was funny because like I remember I brought over Oddworld 1 to my cousin's house and I left it there and I never saw it again for a while, so I just bought it again later on. But like, yeah, Oddworld for me was like one of my favorite games I played on the PS1. And then Oddworld 2 was great. And then I followed it to like Oddworld. What was it? It was on the Xbox original. It was called Oddworld Odyssey. Oh, Oddworld. No, it was Munch's Odyssey. It was Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. That's what it was called. So yeah, that's my favorite. It's still one of my favorite series to date. But there were some good games on PS1.
Yeah, I mean, my PS1 games, I would say, were probably like I remember playing a lot or watching my brother play a lot of God damn it, Siphon Filter.
Ooh, that's another good one. Yes, Siphon Filter was really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of Siphon Filter. And a lot of fucking Resident Evil. Jesus Christ, a lot.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of Resident
Um,
Evil. Oof, yeah.
I never got into any of the Oddworld games. I really didn't. I tried. I did
It
try it.
was very niche. Like if you were not into that type of game, like I can understand, because like not only it was like a 2D side scroller, and then you had it was also kind of like an escort mission type of game. Like also the aesthetic as well that may have turned people off because it's such a weird type of uh atmosphere, a weird type of world that like it's very alien to a lot of people. So I wouldn't doubt that not many people picked it up for that reason. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But speaking of Siphon Filter, I totally forgot. I did see that Sony did through a patent, or even Sony Europe, like got a patent for Siphon Filter. So that may be a thing in the future. Which, if there's a new Siphon Filter, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be down for that.
I tried playing a Siphon Filter recently, and it was just not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
I'm
trying to remember the games that we played because I know that like Resident Evil 1 and 2 were huge.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we played Twisted Metal 1 and 2 a lot.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal.
Like Jet Moto was a huge one for us.
Crash Bandicoot.
What else? I remember us playing the demo to a game that we never actually played the full game to.
Yeah.
But it was called Jumpin' Jack.
Oh, Jumpin' Jack. Okay.
Or Jumpin' Flash and Jump. I don't know. Basically, you were a robot rabbit, and it was all first. And you could only do like massive leaps.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was super weird.
I remember when I had the demo disc when it came with the initial console because we didn't buy any other games with it. I think at the time I can't remember if I did or not, or if we did or not. I played the crap out of the demo disc. So like a lot of the games that were on there were just like demos of like Parappa the Rapper, IQ, Cool Borders 2, Armored Core 2, Tomb Raider. Was it Tomb Raider 1? I mean, it's no, yes, Tomb Raider 1. Yeah, Tomb Raider 1. So it was pretty cool.
Although Final Fantasy Tactics was a huge one for me.
Oh, nice.
I never played Final Fantasy 7 or like 8 until later.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Parappa the Rapper, we barely played that. Oh my god, the Soul Reaver games. Jesus Christ.
I love the aesthetic and design of the Soul Reaver characters. I played some of it, but I never finished it. I really want to go back and play those games. Like
a game that came out that I remember playing the crap out of that people constantly forget, Vagrant Story.
Yes, the most underrated RPG of that era, in my opinion.
Oh, the Tony Hawk games for sure. Jesus Christ.
Tony Hawk 1 it was Tony Hawk 1 and 2. It was 3 on PS2, or did it also on PS1?
Tony Hawk's 1 through 4 was on PS1.
Okay.
I believe. I might be wrong about that. And 3 and 4 were on PS2, and I'm just being an idiot.
Okay.
They're not on here. So I'm looking at the most popular PlayStation games, so I'm gonna guess they aren't. But
yeah.
I have a fun memory about Driver. By the way, Driver 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
So when Driver 2 had come out, because we loved Driver 1. And then Driver 2 was coming out, and I read in a magazine that you could get out of your car and get into other cars. And I was like, that's revolutionary. And then they made the announcement at like some event or like it was a magazine that Grand Theft Auto 3 was going to come out. And I was like, Grand Theft Auto 3 is going to play just like Driver 2. That's how I described it to people.
That's hilarious.
Silly as shit, but man, it worked. People knew what the fuck I was talking about. So
yeah, definitely. Man, there was a lot of fun memories for the PS1 for sure. I think that if I knew the knowledge I had today, like, and I transport that information to my younger self, I would like be begging my parents, like, okay, these are the games I need to play. I need to play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 1 and 2 was on the PS1. No, 1 was on the PS1. 2 was on the PS2. That's right. Metal Gear Solid 1. I would have asked.
So we're gonna play a little game, Anthony. We're gonna have a little fun here.
Okay. All right.
So I have a list of the top 10 best-selling PlayStation games.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is worldwide. Let me double check.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, worldwide. I technically have the top 110, but we don't need to go that far.
Right.
So this game, I will say how much it made.
Okay.
If you need another hint, I'll give you another hint, but I will say how much it's made first, and then you have to guess, and I'll say what placement it is.
Okay.
So this is the. Should we go from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
Let's go 10 to 10
Okay,
to 1,
so this is the 10th best-selling game on the console. This game made $6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there it goes. I was like, where'd it go? Take a guess, and then if you're wrong, I'll give you another hint.
Can you give me a hint? Because that's pretty vague. $6 million for 10 placing game.
Okay.
So yeah, give me another hint.
It released September 3rd, 1998.
September 3rd, 1998. On the PS1.
Yep.
God damn. My gut instincts wants to say Final Fantasy VIII, but I don't think that's it.
No. See, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go price or how much it made, release date, and then company, and company should give it away.
Okay.
Konami.
Metal Gear Solid?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Huh, I would expect that to be higher. Huh, all right.
Me too, but here we are.
Yeah.
So number 9 made $6.8 million.
Mm-hmm.
Released October 31st, 1997.
Final Fantasy VII.
Nope. Eidos Interactive.
Oh, Hitman.
No.
Oh.
I don't
Tomb
know what
Raider.
else. You're close. Just put a 2 on the end of it.
Oh, Tomb. Is it specific like Tomb?
It's Tomb Raider 2.
Oh, Tomb Raider 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, wait, okay, gotcha. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
I guess I could give you the developer and not the publisher instead.
Yeah, you could do that. Let's try it out. I'm open.
I mean, Eidos. I don't know. We'll see. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8 made $6.82 million. So $6,820,000. So 6,000,000. 6.8. Fuck it. 6.8.
Mm-hmm.
Released September 9th, 2000. Or sorry. Wow. September 9th, 1996. And developer was Naughty Dog.
Can you hear that first part again? Sorry.
It made $6.8 million. September 9th, 1996. Naughty Dog.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yep. The original.
Yeah.
Number 7.
They say the Dark Souls of games.
Yeah. So number 7. Wow, this is fun. Made $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
Released February 11th, 1999, and was developed by Squaresoft.
So okay. How much did it make again? Sorry.
$7 million.
$7 million, and this was released on what date again?
February 11th, 1999.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Correct.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, I know Final Fantasy VIII came out later on, like in the PlayStation cycle, and I remember playing that. I think that's the only. I know they did FF9 later on, and then 10 was on PS2. So, all right, cool, awesome. I'm doing okay so far.
No, according to this, it released February 11th, 1999. February 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 made $7.1 million. Released October 25th, 1996, and was developed by Core Design.
Core Design. Huh. 1996. And how much did it make again?
7 million. 7.1. Sorry, 7.1.
1996. So it has to be. It had to be during if this the same year as Crash Bandicoot.
These might be Japanese releases because it doesn't give me American release at all. It just gives me one date.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
also on Wikipedia.
Right. 1996. Let me ask. Can I ask a question about it?
Sure.
What genre is it?
Action adventure. Wholeheartedly.
Action adventure. Okay. Is it a game that I know?
Absolutely.
Okay. 1990.
You know all of these games. I mean, there's one on here that's going to throw you off real hard, but
okay. Action adventure, 1996. Was it released in Japan as well?
I believe so.
Okay. Action adventure. Strider.
No.
Okay. What's the
I'm trying to double check because it's not telling me like specific like these are dates of Japanese releases or anything like that. It's not telling me that at all. But anyway, the publisher is Eidos Interactive.
Oh, Hitman. That's
Nope.
it. God damn it. Did Hitman did that so well on the PS1? Are you serious?
I mean, it might have, but not. It's not. It's where. Let's see where Hitman is. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Oh, okay. It's in the top. Yeah. Yeah. That game's in there, in the top 10. What else was Eidos? Because is it another Tomb Raider game? Tomb Raider 3?
1.
Oh, 1. Okay. Okay. All right. No, that got me. That got me.
So here's one that I would have never guessed, but whatever. Here we are. This game made $8 million. Released November 15th, 2001. And was developed by Argonaut Games.
Why does that sound familiar? Argonaut Games. 2001, 8 mil. So this is PS1, right? PS1, right? 2001. So this has to be the very tail end of the console, because
most likely.
Yeah, because the GameCube, the 360, and the PS2. No, the PS2 would have been it would have been around that era. So, the tail end.
I'll have to look at other games on this list, but I don't want to respond to that yet, Josh, because.
Right, it could be in the list. Could be in the top 10. Let's see. Had to be tail end. 8 million. I want to say, like, is this an RPG? I don't think it is, but like, is it?
No.
Okay. What type of genre?
I would say a. I'd go with action adventure.
Action adventure.
Yeah.
And this is something you said you were surprised that made this much money.
I'm very surprised. Oh, this one, the stats on this one, Josh, are $8 million, November 15th, 2001, and developed by Argonaut Games.
November 15th.
Yeah, action adventure.
Soul Reaper?
Nope. When you want another hint, I'll give you the developer. Not that I think, or sorry, not developer, publisher. I don't think it's gonna help though. Really?
Is that okay? It's a hard one. Okay.
EA published it.
EA published it. Madden?
Nope.
Oh wait, that's
I'll give
football.
you.
Sorry. Let me guess again. That was football. My bad. My brain just farted for a minute ago. Okay.
Because you're scrambling. You're trying to figure out like what could this
yeah,
possibly
because
be.
it's EA. Action adventure.
Yep. Here, I will read you the first paragraph in the description for the game.
Okay.
Yeah, without giving anything away.
Okay.
So this game is an action adventure with platformer elements, developed by, and I don't know why there's 6 different companies that help develop it, but here we go. No Wonder, Warthog, Kryptonite, Argonaut, Eurocom, and Westlake Interactive, and published by Electronic Arts. And then here we go. Here's the part that might help. It's based on blah blah blah's novel of the same name and film adaptation.
See, now you open it up to a bunch of other things that, because EA's published so many games like that have been, okay, so it has to be like, it has to be.
Yeah, it's not Medal of Honor. I'll tell you that.
It's not. Yeah, it's not Medal of Honor. It has to be a game that was published by EA, but it has to be a game that was had to be based on it said it was on a movie, right?
Yep.
Based on a movie.
Well, hold on. No. Listen to me again. It is based on this author's, I'm not going to say the author's name, novel of the same name and the film adaptation.
The film adaptation.
So it was a novel first.
It's a novel first, and then it was a film adaptation. God, that's so.
And it's the 5th best-selling PS1 game.
I feel like it's gonna kill me when I find out the answer. Because my first instinct was Alan Wake, but that came out in the 360 era.
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark.
Nope.
Wait, no, that's. I was going to say Perfect Dark, but that's
I legit don't know what else I can give you. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna look at the full article of it and see if I can give you any more hints.
One more hint, because I'm trying to.
Okay, here we go. So, this game was initially developed for the PlayStation, Microsoft Windows, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Mac OS in November 2001, and was remade 2 years later for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube in December 2003.
Action adventure. It was based on a novel that turned to a film.
And technically, this game is based on the movie.
Based on the movie. This game is based on the movie.
XPlay said, "This game is the worst offender of its maddening and uncooperative system."
Oh, wait. No, it's Xbox original. Damn it, it's not it. I was thinking of like, wait, is it Butcher's Bay? But no, that's Xbox original.
It's not super solid podcast quality, Willer.
Yeah, this is great.
Let's see. On the area in which you play, this reviewer from Computer and Video Games Magazine said, "Curiously flat experience and not helped by the chronically jerky frame rate." Josh got it.
Wait, Harry Potter? Seriously?
Yep. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
You know what's funny? I actually played that game. I just think I rented it on a whim.
It's the 5th best-selling PlayStation 1 game.
Really?
How fucking crazy is that? Yeah.
That is nuts. Okay, that got me. Wow, all right. Okay.
Like I said, I didn't think you were gonna get that one. Like I.
6 Devs. That makes sense. Why the 6 devs worked on it. I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So far, I'm like 2-2 right now. So all right, I'm doing okay.
Right. Yeah. Argonaut worked on the PlayStation 1. That's why I gave you just Argonaut earlier.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay. So number 4, the 4th best-selling game on the console, made $8.3 million, released in March 26th, 1998. And the developer is Namco.
Say it again. The developer is who?
Namco,
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
which is oddly enough also the publisher.
Okay. Tekken 3.
Yep. Wow, you got that on the nose real quick.
Because I was thinking, like, because I know that Tekken 1, 2, and 3 came out, and Tekken 3 was like the one of the most successful Tekken games on the PS1, and it was regarded to be really good. And I played it; it's really fun.
The next three actually might be really easy for you to see though. So this made 9,370,000.
Mm-hmm.
Was released December 11th, 1999, and was developed by Polyphony Digital.
1999. How much did it make again?
9.3 million.
9.3 million. Wow. Okay. 1999 PS1. What genre?
If you don't want the answer, do not look at the chat.
Okay. Well, I kind of.
Josh just got it.
I kind of did. So I kind of
Okay,
can't lie.
all right. Gran Turismo 2.
Okay. Okay. I would have. I think I would have maybe guessed it because like there weren't that many successful driving games on the PS1. Like it was GT. So. Okay.
To go back on what Valaire said, they didn't list Asper, but there was. I'm sure that one of the 6 I named off did the Mac port.
Let me close the chat so I won't like see it in case it gets spoiled from me. I should have done that.
I mean, I'll type in the chat if anyone got it right. So
okay, all right. I'm just gonna close it down for this.
I thought the Polyphony Digital was gonna give it away.
I've no.
So number two, 9.8 million.
Mm-hmm.
January 31st, 1997.
Okay.
Squaresoft.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and number 1, 10.8 million. December 23rd, 1997. Polyphony Digital.
Was it GT1?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Really? 10.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay.
So I'm gonna pick a random game.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Out of curiosity, what was Strider on the list? Out of curiosity.
Let's see what Strider is. My God, I'm still not seeing Strider. I'm down at 50 now.
Must have like undersold maybe.
Still not seeing Strider. Now I'm at 75. I'm seeing some games that are considered worse than Strider too. So
really. Oh, I know what's going on. Strider. No, wait. Strider came out for the PlayStation. It was Strider. I know it came out in the NES, but I know it came out. Hey, I'm gonna look it up. Strider PS1.
Yeah, I'm not seeing in the top 110. So.
Let me check. Strider PS1 sales. Let's see. Strider. Let's see.
Oh, cool. No, that's fine, phone. I didn't want, that it wasn't looking at the list or anything, and you wanted to go back for some reason.
I guess it's time that we had a little fun.
There's a reboot in 2014. That was the game. That's the game I have actually. Huh. Let me check. Hang on. Nice. I'm curious, guys. Strider for PS1 did happen, so let me see.
Yeah, I'm looking at a list of every single PlayStation 1 release. So
interesting.
List. Going down the list.
Okay, we got the PlayStation version of Strider was released by Capcom in 2000 as a second disc, which came packaged in a PlayStation version of Strider 2. The North American release has the Strider and Strider 2 game code pressed onto the wrong disc. Really, this version was reissued separately in Japan October 24th, 2006, as part of Capcom Game Book series, which included an extended manual and strategy guide for the game. The original game version was included in the 2006 video game compilations, Capcom Classics Collection Remix, and PlayStation Portable. So this came out in 2000.
This list also has every Japanese game release too, so it's just like...
Oh man, if we can go hard mode, I guess.
Oh my god. Yeah, July 29th, 2000. That's what it seems to be. Strider 2.
Okay.
So I'll click on it. It was released in arcades in '99.
I see it now. I have it up too.
I don't know how much it made.
No, it doesn't say. Weird. So if you're guessing there's nothing much on it, I guess it didn't sell as well, I guess, if there's not much information about it. Because, like, Strider was one of the games that was really cool and was really good, but I guess it didn't sell as well.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah. Kind of sad, but whatever.
Crazy pain.
Yeah.
Oh my god, somebody showed a Frogger case. I remember that game. The PS1 like remake one.
Yeah, Frogger was remade so many times. It's still being remade. So
That was a fun game we just played.
yeah, it really boggled the mind. I had to really think about some of those actually, and some of them I got right on the bat.
Yeah, it was, like I was actually gonna start at like going down, starting at 11 and keep going down and down.
Yeah.
But that's also gonna take too much time. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I hear it. So that was fun. That was cool.
Some of the games that I am seeing though are I remember like Spyro was a huge game for a lot of people.
Yes.
I have played the latest Strider, Josh.
I'm gonna play that on our new show when it happens.
There you go.
So yeah, because I got it. It's like, oh, awesome.
Wow. Croc, The Legend of the Gobos was the 29th most top selling PS1
I
game.
played that game. I was about to say, I remember playing Croc. Was like the cheap knockoff platformer off of every other platformer at the time.
I can't believe Croc is above Resident Evil.
That's insane. Why? What was the marketing for it? How was this game discovered? That's my question.
I mean, Fox Interactive was the publisher, so that might have had something to do with it.
Yeah. That's interesting. All right. Well, Croc. Yeah. I remember playing that game. I played the crap out of that game. Honestly.
I remember playing the living shit out of Dino Crisis with my brothers.
Ooh, I wanted to play Dino Crisis. I only had the demo, but at the same time, I was pretty easily scared when it came to horror games. But at the same time, Dino Crisis from afar just looks so cool because you get to fight dinosaurs.
All right, Josh, have a good one. I think we're gonna end the stream here in a minute.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Because my throat's getting a little too sore from talking so much. So
yeah, we'll be back next week with a bunch of news. Whoo, baby.
Yeah,
PSX,
next week's gonna be kind of crazy.
Game Awards, it's gonna be insane. And a reminder again, we'll be co-streaming the Game Awards this Thursday. I plan to make a new overlay for that event, so I'll probably announce it again before it happens. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I think after we end the stream here, Anthony's gonna upload the new episode of All Queued Up
on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Yeah. It's not on YouTube.
Yeah. But also, I think next week what we should do, Anthony, is get together and kind of run down all of the stories and pick out the top 6 and put time limits on them and whatnot. And then for the post show, we'll have the rest.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it'll be kind of a. I guess it'd be kind of yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Which reminds me,
we're gonna have to figure something out because I don't think we would still want to go over an hour on the podcast. But.
Yeah, I hear it. Which reminds me, I need to upload last week's thing we did with the post show. I think what I'll do for the post show recordings, I'll just upload them right afterward, a day or two afterwards maybe, or yeah, so people can know about it. But yeah, I'll upload that as well. But yeah, guys.
What I think we should be doing is trying to get clips from the post show.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
So people know that the post show is a thing, and we'll try to
Yeah, I already do that already with the show anyway. So one more thing to work on.
All right.
That's gonna do it. All right. Well, let me go ahead. Should I play the outro again?
Nah. We'll just wave bye and you in the stream.
Okay. We'll just do that instead. Okay. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the post show. This is gonna be it, and we'll be back next week, same time, same place, and we're gonna have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So, and the thing we're doing on Thursday. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. 5 time.